Hello, how's everyone? Welcome to my Thursday Night Lives. I decided to go on Instagram tonight just because I thought it would be fun. And tonight I want to talk about everything. I can answer any questions for you, but I also want to talk about spirit baby communication and anything else that pops up. So, this month on the 25th, which is a Thursday, so I had to check the date, I'm going to have my second inner circle, and that focus is going to be on spirit babies and spirit baby communication. I've actually had some questions, some emails coming in about spirit baby communication, so I want to make sure we talk about it and we address it. What does spirit baby communication feel like, look like? What is it? What is it? Colorful? Is it quiet? Is it boisterous? Is it shy? We're going to talk all about that. Spirit babies are in a different dimension. So because we are in such a low density, which is the physicality of life, and we've always been said that we're in 3D. What does that mean? We're in the third density. We're very, very low. There's supposed to be 8 or 9 density levels. So if you see it as a pyramid, we're really close to the second and the first density. And that is the physicality of life, what you can see, what you can touch, what you can feel. As you move up in the densities, you become less physical and you become more effervescent. You become more light body infused, basically. Things become less physical and material, and they become a little bit more etheric. So as you move up in the densities, that's how that feels. Now, there are also dimensions. Dimensions are the mental space, I believe, of what you're experiencing. So the dimensions, you also hear fifth dimension. We're moving into the fifth dimension, all of that. We always hear that. The fifth dimension is a location where you start to live through the heart, and you move through the heart towards the throat chakra, because that's the fifth chakra. And you're able to manifest using your thoughts, your words, your deeds. You manifest much quicker than having to manifest on a physical level. And a lot of our spirit babies are way above the location that we are in. I don't necessarily want to use the word above. They're in a different level. It doesn't necessarily have to be above or below, but it does feel different. So for instance, if we were to be a cork being pulled down at the bottom of an ocean, the cork naturally wants to push up, but because we're being held by something, by a person, by a cage, whatever you put the cork in, or a bottle, then it's going to stay really low. But as soon as that cork has the ability to release and have freedom, it's going to naturally want to gravitate up to the top. So as humans, we do want to move up towards those higher densities and higher dimensions. So let's go back to the spirit babies. The spirit babies are already residing there. If you want to call it heaven, whatever you want to call it, whatever feels good for you, that's where they reside. And they also reside with our higher selves. So we take a portion of ourselves and we put it on this planet, on planet Earth. And it could be anywhere from 5 or 6% all the way up to 11% or more of our higher self, our being, our energy, our essence. So we bring that into our bodies, and we do have amnesia. But the good news is the veil has been lifted. There's actually no more veil. The veil is what was keeping us away from seeing things. Now we have to allow the mind to accept these things that we hear about in fairy tales, and we don't think they're real, like fairies, elves, dragons, spirit babies. So at the beginning, you're not going to really see your spirit baby. You may see it in a in a dream. The spirit baby may come to you, and the essence of the spirit baby may connect to you in a dream. Maybe when you're out in nature, things like that. But you're not necessarily going to see the spirit baby until you're really wide open. You may never see your spirit baby, but will you feel the spirit baby? Will you be able to maybe hear something, even if it is very, very quiet? Will you be able to taste something? These are the clairs: clairaudient, clairsentient, clairvoyant to be able to see. So look up the clairs to see what that looks like for you. Now, spirit babies, they love to communicate with signs. So the signs that come up are very random, but they'll make sense to you. For me, I like to see coins and I like to see feathers wherever I go. So a lot of times when I walk outside my door in the house that we live in, there's a lot of birds that will come around and just, nibble into the grass. And every now and then they leave their feathers behind. And I get to see those feathers, and I do pick them up. I actually I just cleared one of my ancestor areas in my home where I put a picture of my grandparents on either side. And I have some gemstones there, and I put some, that's where I burn my incense, my sage, my Palo Santo. So I have a space just, dedicated for the ancestors, and I put all of my feathers that I find on that area. So basically, for me, that gets me excited, and I have asked my guides that's how I want them to communicate with me, through feathers. So what is it for you? Is it a coin on the floor? Is it, I've seen playing cards on some TV shows. So maybe you live in a city and you find playing cards, like a deck of cards, a suit, so the three of hearts, things like that. Is it clouds in the sky? That could be a sign. What is it for you? Start to think about the signs you want your spirit baby to show you. And that's something that I can incorporate into the inner circle, which is next Thursday, the 25th. Not next Thursday, the Thursday after next. And that's going to be at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So let's go back to spirit baby communication. As you connect with your spirit baby, the invitation is very important. So you want to be wide and willing to receive. Now, I always say, and you hear this a lot in sales meetings, things like that you have one mouth and you have two ears for a reason. We need to be listening twice as much. And that's really important in sales. That's really important in life in general, in relationships. But when it comes to the spirit baby, it is just as important. So your spirit baby is you may not even hear them at the beginning. It'll just be like an essence. When my clients, when their spirit babies come in, I get visions. So somewhat clairvoyant, but they're in my imagination, and I let my imagination go wild. So when I tap into them, I just open up like a flower. I open up my crown chakra, and I allow them to come in and show me who they are, what their gender is, things like that. And I've been pretty accurate with the information, so that's pretty good. I will feel a gender, and then I will see the spirit baby either out in nature. I'll see them playing in a park. I will see them taking a walk. I'll see them in their spirit form. Some of them are fairies, elves, gnomes, leprechauns. I haven't had a dragon yet, but that would be exciting. And I get to really tap into their spiritual essence. So that is something, that I've been working on and focusing on. I've also invited all of the spirit babies to communicate through me. I've opened up to them, and I've given them myself as a white canvas that they can play and paint on. And that's what you do through any sort of mediumship that you work with. And because I'm open and I've opened myself up, I also get to get information from loved ones that have crossed over. And some friends, they have had their loved ones crossed over, and they were able to give me messages for my friends. So it's a beautiful gift. Everyone has this gift. Trust me, I am not special. You have it. It is like a muscle, and it has to be strengthened. So right now on the planet, a lot of what I'm talking about is considered woo-woo. And so it's been shunned, it's been pushed away, and it's been bastardized as something that is not real. Like, you just, because we can't see it, it's not real. But trust me, it's very real. And trust me, when you connect with the spirit babies and then they come in Earthside, they're very real when they come in Earthside. A baby is very real. So to connect with them before they come Earthside, and then you get to see the traits when they are here, it's pretty outstanding. My first son, I connected with him through a psychic that was giving me information at a fundraiser. And then she did say that she sees a son coming through. And then I went through a very deep state of hypnosis, Dolores Cannon's quantum healing hypnotherapy. And that was pretty cool too. And I actually was able to connect with him in a past life in Atlantis. So he came in really strong and ready to go. And the first trimester, I wasn't bedridden, but I was spotting a lot, which was kind of scary, if it's ever happened to you. But right after the first semester, that does tend to stop when you get to the second trimester. I don't know the physical reasons why. That's more of a doctor question. But I do know that it did stop, and that's what the my OBGYN was expecting to happen, and it did. So that was good. But when I tuned into him, and I asked him a question, are you staying? Like, what is it? What's happening with the spotting? And I got this strong, yes, I am staying. So I went with that. And he's an alpha male. So the energy comes in, and you just, it's like you're at a tasting, a wine tasting, a cheese tasting, and you're just tasting things to see what they taste like. And for me, that's how I open up. I open up my palate, and I'm just open towards it. And I think that's why it's easy for me, because I choose for it to be easy. So when you go into spirit baby communication, choose for it to be easy. Don't let it be something that only some other people can do, because you can do it too. So on Thursday, the 25th of July at 9 p.m., we're going to have a beautiful session. This is in my website. It's called The Inner Circle on FromFertilityToDelivery.com, and I will be sharing all of this with you. So that's exciting. We also connect as a collective in the Inner Circle. So my first Inner Circle that I did last month, it was really beautiful. And what I'm thinking to do, it was the focus was nurturing your nervous system. And what I'm thinking about doing is offering that to all of you for free. It will be on the website. I'm not necessarily going to put it on the social media sites like YouTube or Rumble. It will be on the website, and you'll have to sign up to access it. It was non-denominational. It was available and easy for both genders. I didn't really focus on anything specific to one gender. And it was about nourishing your nervous system. So we talked about the parasympathetic and the sympathetic nervous system, and how to connect and relax and release, and really connect with the parasympathetic nervous system, which is your calm, your inner calm, as opposed to the sympathetic nervous system, which is your flight or fight, which is what we live in every single day. It feels crunchy sometimes. So that's important. And what we did was tapping. So we did a lot of tapping. through the body, through the meridians. There's all these spaces where you can tap on your body. And when you tap in these areas, they really open up your nervous system and they let you flow. Your body connects to what you're saying, and the connection goes really deep into the nervous system. So tapping, and they also call it emotional freedom technique, EFT, it's really good to help you. So what we did a lot of tapping. We did the Inner Circle Energy Exchange, which is exclusive to my program, and that's something that I share with in every Inner Circle. And you won't know what it is until you go and try the Inner Circle out. And we do a light bath meditation, and we really focus on this. So for July, I'll be focusing on the spirit baby and the spirit baby communication, and then we'll be doing a lot of other modalities within the Inner Circle. The Inner Circle is designed to be an hour of your time, and they are $20 for the live event. And if you can't be at the live, I will email you the link to re-experience it, and it is just as powerful as when you're there in person. And the replay is just as powerful. And the replay, if you do miss the live, it's on the website for $25. So I really invite you to connect and to look into my Inner Circles. They're special and they're designed just for you. So this one is for the Spirit Baby communication. With regards to going live every Thursday, I did miss a couple Thursdays. So we had July 4th in the States. So I did miss last Thursday, because that was a day off with the family and lots of things going on. And the day before that, the Thursday before that, we did have the presidential debate, which is something that I did want to watch, and that was during this live time. Next week, I will be on vacation, so I'll be out of town. If I get on live, it'll be a miracle. So I'm not going to say that I will be live, but I will be posting as usual. And then the Thursday after that, the 25th of July, is the Inner Circle. So I want to make sure everyone remembers and knows about it. So again, this is on my website, fromfertilitytodelivery.com. Thank you for listening to the end. Thank you for being here. I'm going to post this live, which I'm doing this on Instagram tonight on the 11th of July. I'll have it on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and Rumble. And I'll make sure it's already going to be on Instagram. But I wish all of you a beautiful journey. Motherhood, fatherhood, parenthood, it's special. It will change you like nothing has ever changed you before. So if you have those tugs on your heartstring to be a parent, no matter what challenges you have, a blocked fallopian tube, even if you've had a hysterectomy, there's beautiful things coming in our future, miraculous things. They call them med beds right now. I don't know what it's going to look like in the future, but every time I tap into it, I see that women and couples that have never been able to get pregnant will be able to, using these beautiful new modalities of healing, to heal your uterus, to heal your testes, to heal your reproductive organs, whatever's going on, whatever issues you've had, there's healing to be done. And people that have gone through menopause, they are going to be able to recreate an active womb space. It sounds like a miracle, and it is going to be. And I'm holding the space for that for all of you, because we're going to have to go through the mental aspects of it being possible. And that's where I come in, to help you open your mind and let it be possible. So with that said, many blessings to all of you. I will see you on my inner circle and on the next live that I have. The lives, I try to have them every Thursday night unless there's something happening or I am on vacation. So I'll see you in the next video, in my next Inner Circle, and I welcome all of you with open arms. I'm so happy that you're here. And never give up on yourself. Never give up on your dream to have a family, even though it looks impossible. Never give up. Lots of love and many blessings. Thank you for being here.